Alright, what is up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, I'm going to be talking about yesterday's Team USA. They had another friendly game against Serbia. Got a big win. I'm going to talk about it here in today's video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Join the membership. If you want to learn more about the membership, there's a video on my channel explaining all of it. You can go back and watch that. Link to my Twitter, TikTok, stuff like that in the description down below. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right to it. So last night, Team USA, or yesterday, actually not night, but yesterday, Team USA played their third game. They played against Serbia, and they got a huge win, 105-79, absolutely dominating them. They got off to a kind of a rocky start. It was a very good first quarter, and then once they got like halfway through the second quarter, I want to say, that's when things started to get a little bit, a lead started to build, and then the second half, USA just took over this game. They ended up winning. Steph Curry was the star of the show, 24 points after only hitting one shot in their last game against Australia. He comes back, finishes with 24 points, hits 6 3-pointers. He was aggressive early. I think the first play of the game they ran for him, which I really liked. They got him going early, starting to get him, attributed to the team, and he was on fire. Absolutely. Hitting threes, getting to the rim, putting pressure on Serbia, just doing everything he could. And then once again, I feel like I've said this every game, but the bench has come in and played really, really good minutes, I feel like. Anthony Edwards came off the bench in this game, 16 points, shot 5 for 10, hit a couple 3-pointers. Bam Adebayo was amazing in this game as well, 17 and 8, 6 for 9 from the field. He had 3 3-pointers in this game, which was very interesting. But Bam was everywhere, especially, offensively, he was doing good. Defensively, he was amazing. Speaking of defensively, Anthony Davis just having another amazing game. Even though he only has 7 points, 6 rebounds today, 6 blocks in this game. Just absolutely dominating on the glass, especially against Jokic and them. And there's a lot of lineups where Bam and AD were out there together because Serbia does have a good size compared to other teams they played. So Bam and AD were on the court together, and those two were just causing havoc, which was a big factor. So leading to USA, getting out to a big lead during the middle of the second quarter. So those guys were playing really good. LeBron, 11 and 2 assist, shot 5 for 7 for the field. He was being aggressive in terms of getting to the rim and putting pressure on Serbia at the rim. And then, Jrue Holiday, 8, 2 and 2, just doing regular Jrue Holiday things. Tatum, not a great one, 4 and 5, 2 steals, 2 and 5 from the field, hit a couple shots, but just couldn't really find himself, I feel like, in this game. This is a game more for, the bigs. Guy like Bam, AD, LeBron was playing big, so Tatum just couldn't really find a hole in this game. Embiid looked better. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 2 for 8. Still hasn't been able to find his efficiency. Missed a couple easy ones as well, but he looked a little bit better in this game, at least on the defensive end and stuff like that. Devin Booker hit a 3-pointer in this game. 1 assist. Tyrese Halliburton, 3 assists in this game, only took 1 shot. And then Derek White got his first minutes, 9 minutes. He had 4 rebounds and assist. He did have 3 fouls in this game. And he did have 3 fouls. He hit 1 free throw. But you can definitely see what he's going to bring to the team already. He was doing a lot of good things on the offensive end, being a ball handler, making plays. He had that one cut lob to Bam Adebayo that was a little bit too high, but he had that. And this is his first game. He's going to get more acclimated to the team as we go along. The USA eventually ends up winning. Shoot 52% from the field. They had 16 3-pointers in this game, 17 for 20 from the free throw line as well, which is really nice. And the rebounding, they won the rebounding battle 44-34 in this game. Turnovers were a little bit more down. Only 12 turnovers in this game. Tatum had 4 turnovers. Turnovers have been a big issue, but again, I feel like a lot of those have just been, coming with this their first time all these guys are playing together. Like, there's a couple times where just you expect people to be in certain spots that they're not in. That's just more about continuity and stuff. But I really like this game from US, and I feel like this game kind of showed, all right, we're starting to figure it out. They're starting to figure out lineups and stuff that work. Bam and AD playing together was really nice. Jrue Holiday in the starting lineup kind of being a connecting piece. It was really nice to see. They're kind of finally starting to get acclimated. Steph Curry and LeBron are starting to get better. The first couple games, I feel like Steph and LeBron were just kind of out there, just, going through the motions. This game, it felt like they're putting their stamp a lot more in this game, kind of realizing, all right, let's get it going now. Let's start doing our thing. let's start getting, ready for this team because this team really needs us. And so that Anthony Edwards, interesting putting him back on the bench after having another good game last game against Australia, putting him back on the bench. But again, I think that's still just Steve Kerr just trying to figure out what lineups work, what lineups don't work, and all that stuff. I do believe Jason Tatum probably will be coming off the bench when they get to the regular games because Tatum, in this game just didn't really. I don't know. The last 2 games since he's been a starter hasn't been as great as the first game, but he came off the bench. So I think Tatum coming off the bench will be a good thing. Joel, Steve Kerr said after the game they still wants Joel in the starting lineup, so I guess that's just gonna happen. And AD and Bam are just gonna have to play amazing off the bench, which those two do. And I feel like after seeing what happened last game with Bam and AD, the defense that they were, the lockdown defense they were playing in the paint against Serbia, that probably will be a lineup and a combination that will stick as Bam and AD, together on the bench. Anthony Edwards, I feel like should be back in the starting lineup. He brings a lot of scoring attributes and stuff, but also, if Steph and LeBron are playing like this, then maybe it'll be better for Anthony Edwards to come off the bench because LeBron and Steph need their shots and need their scoring and all that stuff, and they probably want another defender or connecting piece in there, which is why you start Jrue Holiday. So I don't know. I think it depends on if LeBron and AD or LeBron and Steph. If LeBron and Steph are playing like this, then maybe it'll be better for Anthony Edwards to come off the bench. But I still think Anthony Edwards has been one of the best players on Team USA, and I think probably should start. But I don't mind them starting Jrue Holiday if LeBron and Steph are playing the way LeBron and Steph played against Serbia. And then, yeah, Devin Booker in this game, I feel like just kind of didn't really have it as much because Anthony Edwards was coming off the bench, which is why I like Devin Booker as a 6-man and Anthony Edwards as a starter, because I feel like it unlocks Devin Booker a lot more as well. And unlocks Devin Booker being kind of the lead ball handler off the bench, because I feel like Anthony Edwards is more the lead guy off the bench, what Tyrese Halliburton. And Devin Booker had to play more of a spot-up shooter type of role. So, yeah, and then Derek White getting acclimated to the team. He's eventually going to find his way. And still no Kevin Durant. We still got to remember Kevin Durant is just waiting in the wings, waiting to get healthy, waiting for his name to get called. And that's another starter being added to the team, which I do believe Kevin Durant probably will be a starter at some point for Team USA, or at least I will put him in the starting lineup for Team USA. Maybe not first game he plays, but eventually down the line, I think he'll be a starter. But yeah, I really liked a lot of things I saw from USA. The way they were playing fast and the way they were playing aggressive too. I feel like they were trying to aggressively get to the rim a lot more in this game, especially LeBron, Anthony Edwards. Like they were trying to more get to the rim in this game and try to put pressure on Serbia that way. And I feel like that really stood out, and I like that a lot more. And then defensively, they looked, this is the best defensive game they had. They looked a lot more locked in. I think a lot of that is thanks to Bam and AD, in the paint locking it down. And once the paint got locked down, it was just going to be, easy for the perimeter to get it going. But I think those guys really set the tone on the defensive end, and that really made a mark on this team. And yeah, 20 free throw attempts I like a lot. I like them getting to the free throw. Like a lot of people, Joel hit 4 free throws, Ant had 4 free throws, AD had 4 free throws. Like a lot of people got to the free throw line for easy ones against Serbia. And you didn't see as much defensive communication. You saw it early, like maybe in the first quarter, early second quarter, you saw a little bit of defensive miscommunication with a lot of guys getting open for threes and stuff like that. But once they got on their little run in that middle of the second quarter, that changed. And everything just started, slowing down, calming down, and they really got into a rhythm. And it was scary. It's scary what Team USA could do when it got to the rim. That late second quarter, third quarter, like you just saw what Team USA really could do and what their full potential could be. And that's what that showed. That, they kind of finally showed a full glimpse of what this team can do once it gets to the Olympics and how it can dominate so easily. And it was a really fun game to watch. And we'll see if they continue this. We'll see what lineup comes out next game, because every game they've switched up the lineup. Maybe next game Tatum comes off the bench. Maybe Bam or something gets in the lineup. Who knows? We'll see if Kevin Durant can play. Their next game is against, I want to say, South Sudan. Their next game is South Sudan on Saturday. So, yeah, that's going to be very exciting to watch, and I cannot wait to see some more USA basketball. But yeah, it's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, and all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.